Teacher knowledge and behavior is the component of the model that focuses on teachers' knowledge of students and content and on their expertise in classroom management and pedagogy. Teacher behavior is the element of teacher knowledge and behavior that encompasses classroom management and pedagogy. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. The students in this high school art class are creating buttons to sell in their school and in the community. At the beginning of the lesson, the teacher displays content management, part of classroom management. Her management of a daily preview session provides students with a structured classroom environment that encourages student participation.
All right, we're going to culminate our advertising unit that y'all worked on when you did the ad with the black and white and the color composite and all those things that we did with a button that's going to sell to the community. So it's got to really be a good product, because when you go to the supermarket and you see the generic brand of stuff and it doesn't have a really good package and you see a really good design, then it's eye-catching. So the goal of this and what we're going to do, the objective, is to create a button that we can sell to people in the school or the community. And I'm going to show you a couple of them that have been successful and maybe one or two on here that haven't been. They've got to be eye-catching. They've got to be easy to read. You couldn't go by a billboard at 55 miles an hour and read something that had like all kinds of stuff on it. You've seen good billboards that were eye-catching. You've seen bad billboards. So this is the same thing. This is just like a billboard, except people will be wearing them. So you've got to have something they want. And you know as well as I do that they're not going to want like proud student of such and such school. That's not something that they're going to want to do. The other goal of this is that it is a fundraiser for the art department that's, supplements the supplies in here. So we don't want to make things just to get a grade, even though you will get a grade for whatever button you do. We want to make something that people are going to want to wear. Big Mean Charger Machine, some people just use fonts and came up with a slogan. Proud parent of a Charger, Charger football. This one right here was a popular one, Fear This. This is probably all-encompassing of all areas. Charger fan, warning, subject to burst of enthusiasm. We're going to brainstorm in here for a second, and you can help me, and I'll give you some paper. And let's think about some things that you could make, because I think this helped a whole lot of people first semester. They came up with all kinds of things. There's some paper. There's some paper. Y'all pass that out. You might want to jot down words as well as probably words as well as maybe a pictorial image, if you can think of something. Let's think about some things together. Name something that's happening in the spring, and you could just write down the words. If it interests you, if you know that you would never make a button for softball, or you would, then you could jot that out. Softball doesn't have one. Think about people. Are the students going to wear? You play softball. Are you going to wear a button, or is your dad? I'll tell you, those parent buttons are big sellers. Cassie, Linda, y'all got an idea? Track? Let's start out and not do sports. That's the hardest thing to do first. Don't do sports, and help me think of something you could do. Don't do any sports. Senior class, that's a good one.
The senior class plan.
As the students work individually on thumbnail sketches of their button designs, the teacher monitors them, giving advice, providing assistance, and giving feedback. The teacher's management of individual in-class work demonstrates content management, part of classroom management.
Another thing is, if you pull up something on clip art, I guess I could tell you this now. When you pull up something on clip art, you can take it into paint and change all the colors. So don't be discouraged by something that you've seen that's the wrong color, because Kristen can tell you how to change a color. Do the same thing that I did before. Okay. Okay, charger basically. No. Y'all, I can tell it's going to be better on the computer than it is in writing, isn't it, y'all?
Do you want me to do one for the,
Oh, no one's done a class pen either.
Do you want me to do one for the middle school?
The teacher demonstrates an element of pedagogy by providing appropriate instructional resources for the students. She supports the use of instructional resources with her management of individual and group in-class work. This demonstrates content management, part of classroom management.
Several of you had that problem, and she was trying to put it on a button that she already had a color. So when she brought it in, it made a white box around the picture. So what did you do? Sit down a second. Can you see?
I cut and pasted the picture to paint, and what I did is I went through and I did like the filler color in the background, the same color that you wanted the button. And when you cut it out, cut and paste to put it back onto the button, it'll have that background color in it. So just put it into paint and put the same background color you want. So when you take it out, it has that color background.
If you finished everything, I think Maggie figured out how to do it. And This Maggie's getting ready to do it. She's got a man, Charger baseball, and wiping away the competition at the bottom, and a background. She has 4 things. She needs to hit shift and highlight all 4 things. And you'll see the little white. You did it already. You'll see the little white thing. You just highlighted the outside. Keep the shift down. Whoop. Keep hitting shift and hit baseball and hit the man and hit wiping away until you got everything done. And then right click and hit group and hit group. Now it's all one piece. Now you can get out of that. Somebody was confused and said they couldn't. But that way you can make the whole thing smaller, because what's going to happen if you have, what if she had that man and she made the man, I was like, okay, yours is too big, or it's what's happening to Lindsay's. What if she makes the whole thing smaller? Then she's got to make everything smaller. But if you group it all, 2 1/4, then you don't have to do it. Did you hear?
Yeah. Didn't work.
Yeah.
And we have property of CHS football as well. And Chargers show no mercy.
The students have created their own original button designs. The teacher demonstrates an element of pedagogy by encouraging reflection, assessment, and evaluation on the part of her students. Together, the teacher and the students critique each button design, giving both positive feedback and suggestions for improvement.
All right, look, this is really good for one day of just coming. I'm very pleased. All right, I want you to be really honest about, you're going to get a grade no matter what. You get a grade for the clarity of what you were trying to do. You're going to get a grade of the creativity, the artistic ability of creating this button. But again, you know that I was like the person that you had to, I was the client that you were working for. You were the advertising person. I'm the person that's selling the buttons. Think about, you got a couple of them. This one has to do with 2001, sentence completed, breaking out. Anybody want to comment on that one? It is staying in black. Could be printed on a colored paper. Could be printed on white, fluorescent color. Could be printed on any color that you can get in that copying machine. I like the fact that they used the lettering that looks like prison letters. I like it.
It looks like it's been stamped.
It looks like it's been stamped on there. Okay. Y'all are really into getting out of here. Do you think anything could have been changed in that one or made different or anything that she could, because it's all, everybody's been saved and everybody's got a button up here. Should the ball have been really big and the words been written over top of it or anything? Beth, you want to tell me anything about what you were doing when you did it? She drew all this by hand. She didn't import this image in because she couldn't find it, so she drew it all. And is that why we couldn't shift it and save it when we group things? Okay. Y'all like that one?
So you're saying the ball and chain was drawn?
She drew that in paint. That's pretty good. I was pretty impressed when I saw the little chain going down. All right, y'all like that one? Come Out Kicking Charger Soccer. That's really cute too. Overall, I think these are really good. I don't really see any. This is a really good class of buttons, and I think that actually they could all be done. Of course, I'm the one that gets to grade them, aren't I? But I think they could all be made into buttons. Is any of them you see that need anything changes on them that you could see? I've got to work on this one. That was my fault. This has a color behind it, and it wouldn't print.
Mine have color behind it, but it
And
was black.
where's that? Oh, color. So you changed it. Okay. All right. I think we're done. Y'all did a great job, and I'm very pleased.